Coffee is a beloved beverage enjoyed by millions worldwide, providing an energy boost and enhancing alertness. However, not everyone knows that combining coffee with certain foods can have serious health consequences. From digestive issues and blood sugar spikes to an increased risk of heart disease, choosing the right foods to pair with coffee is crucial. Below are 10 foods you should never consume with coffee, along with real-life cases highlighting the dangers of these combinations. Below are 10 foods you should never consume with coffee, along with real-life cases highlighting hidden dangers of combining coffee with energy drinks. Coffee and energy drinks are both popular beverages that provide an instant energy boost. Many people rely on them to stay awake, improve focus, or push through long work hours. However, consuming them together can have dangerous consequences for your health, particularly for your heart. The dangers of these combinations. Both coffee and energy drinks contain high amounts of caffeine and other stimulants such as taurine, guarana, and ginseng. When consumed separately in moderation, they can enhance alertness. However, when taken together, the excessive caffeine intake can overstimulate the nervous system and place an extreme burden on the heart. The heart relies on a steady rhythm to pump blood effectively. Too much caffeine disrupts this rhythm, leading to arrhythmia, irregular heartbeat, palpitations, and increased blood pressure. Over time, these effects may contribute to more severe cardiovascular conditions, including hypertension, heart disease, and even sudden cardiac arrest. While anyone can experience side effects from excessive caffeine consumption, certain groups are at higher risk. Older adults may be more vulnerable because aging weakens the heart and makes it more sensitive to stimulants. People with pre-existing heart conditions or high blood pressure face increased risks of irregular heart rhythms. Individuals with anxiety disorders may also find that high doses of caffeine trigger or worsen anxiety, causing restlessness and panic attacks. Teenagers and young adults, who frequently consume energy drinks, are often unaware of the dangers of excessive caffeine intake. A real-life case highlights the potential dangers of this combination. A 27-year-old software developer frequently drank coffee in the morning and energy drinks in the afternoon to stay productive. Over time, he started experiencing rapid heartbeat, dizziness, and chest pain. One day, after consuming an extra strong energy drink along with his usual coffee, he suffered a severe arrhythmia and had to be rushed to the hospital. Doctors warned him that if he continued his caffeine habits, he could be at risk for permanent heart damage or even sudden cardiac arrest. To protect your health, it is essential to be mindful of caffeine intake. If you already drink coffee, avoid consuming energy drinks on the same day. Pay attention to your body's signals, such as increased heart rate, jitteriness, or trouble sleeping. If you experience symptoms like chest pain or prolonged heart palpitations, seek medical attention immediately. Choosing healthier alternatives, such as staying hydrated with water or consuming natural sources of energy like fruits and nuts, can help maintain energy levels without harming your heart. The hidden dangers of combining coffee with sugary yogurt. Coffee and yogurt are both common breakfast choices, often consumed together for a quick and convenient meal. Coffee provides an energy boost, while yogurt is a good source of probiotics and protein. However, when the yogurt contains added sugar, this combination may lead to serious health concerns, particularly concerning blood sugar regulation. Sugary yogurt is loaded with refined sugars, which cause a rapid spike in blood sugar levels. Meanwhile, caffeine in coffee stimulates the nervous system, increasing adrenaline production. This combination leads to an initial surge of energy, but shortly after, blood sugar levels can drop dramatically. This cycle of sudden spikes and crashes can leave a person feeling tired, shaky, and irritable. Over time, frequent fluctuations in blood sugar levels contribute to insulin resistance, increasing the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. A real-life case highlights this risk. A 35-year-old financial analyst relied on coffee and flavored yogurt for breakfast every morning to keep up with his demanding job. At first, he felt energized, but soon he started experiencing extreme fatigue, headaches, and difficulty concentrating. A routine medical checkup revealed that he was pre-diabetic. His doctor advised him to cut back on sugar and monitor his diet carefully. This was a wake-up call for him to change his eating habits before his condition worsened. Lies in its hidden sugar content. Many brands market their yogurts as healthy despite containing high amounts of added sugar, often more than a candy bar. Consuming these yogurts regularly can lead to weight gain, increased cravings for sweets, and metabolic disorders. When combined with coffee, the impact on blood sugar is intensified, making it even more dangerous for people at risk of diabetes or those trying to maintain stable energy levels throughout the day. To avoid these risks, it's best to choose unsweetened yogurt instead of sugary varieties. Greek yogurt, or plain yogurt with natural toppings like fresh berries and nuts, is a much healthier alternative. These options provide protein and fiber, helping to stabilize blood sugar levels while still offering a delicious and satisfying breakfast. Additionally, balancing coffee intake with a nutritious meal that includes healthy fats and protein can prevent blood sugar crash and improve overall energy levels. Ultimately, while coffee and yogurt can be part of a healthy diet, pairing coffee with sugary yogurt creates an unhealthy cycle of energy spikes and crash. Making mindful choices about the types of yogurt you consume and being aware of hidden sugars in processed foods can help protect your long-term health. The hidden dangers of combining coffee with spicy foods. Coffee and spicy foods are both enjoyed by millions worldwide. Many people start their day with a strong cup of coffee, while others enjoy spicy dishes for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. However, consuming coffee alongside spicy foods can have serious consequences for your digestive system. While each on its own can be beneficial or enjoyable in moderation, combining them can lead to acid reflux, gastritis, and even ulcers. Both coffee and spicy foods stimulate the production of stomach acid. Coffee contains caffeine, which increases gastric acid secretion, while spicy foods, especially those with chili peppers, contain capsaicin, a compound that irritates the stomach lining. When consumed together, they can overwhelm the digestive system, causing discomfort and long-term damage. The excess acid can lead to acid reflux, a condition where stomach acid flows back into the esophagus, causing heartburn, chest pain, and a burning sensation in the throat. If this happens frequently, it can result in gastroesophageal reflux disease (GERD), a chronic and painful condition. A real-life case highlights these dangers. A restaurant owner in Texas enjoyed a daily breakfast of coffee and eggs with hot sauce. Over time, he began experiencing frequent heartburn, stomach pain, and nausea. Eventually, he was diagnosed with gastritis and inflammation of the stomach lining caused by excessive acid production. His doctor advised him to cut back on spicy foods and coffee, as continuing this habit could lead to a more severe condition like peptic ulcers. Long-term effects of combining coffee with spicy foods go beyond immediate discomfort. Gastritis, if left untreated, can weaken the stomach lining, making it more susceptible to ulcers, painful sores that can cause bleeding and serious complications. In extreme cases, excessive acid production can also damage the esophagus, leading to conditions like Barrett's esophagus, which increases the risk of esophageal cancer. To prevent these issues, it is best to avoid pairing coffee with spicy foods, especially on an empty stomach. If you enjoy spicy meals, consider drinking water or herbal teas instead of coffee to reduce acidity. Additionally, balancing your meals with fiber-rich foods like vegetables and whole grains can help protect your digestive system by absorbing excess acid. If you are prone to acid reflux or stomach issues, switching to low-acid coffee or decaffeinated options may also be a better choice. In the end, while both coffee and spicy foods can be enjoyable, consuming them together may put your digestive health at risk. Being mindful of how you pair your foods and beverages can help prevent discomfort and long-term complications, ensuring a healthier and more comfortable lifestyle. The hidden dangers of mixing coffee with alcohol. Coffee and alcohol are two of the most widely consumed beverages in the world, often enjoyed in social settings or as part of daily routines. While each has its own effects on the body, combining them can lead to serious health risks. Many people mix coffee and alcohol to feel more alert after drinking, but this practice can be dangerous, potentially leading to overconsumption of alcohol, liver damage, and increased dependence on stimulants. Alcohol is a depressant that slows down brain function, reducing reaction time, coordination, and judgment. On the other hand, coffee is a stimulant that enhances alertness by blocking adenosine, a chemical that promotes sleep. When consumed together, coffee can temporarily mask the sedative effects of alcohol, making a person feel less intoxicated than they actually are. This leads to a false sense of sobriety, increasing the likelihood of drinking more than intended. Studies have shown that individuals who mix caffeine and alcohol are more likely to engage in risky behaviors, such as drunk driving or excessive drinking, because they underestimate their level of impairment. Since coffee does not reduce blood alcohol concentration back, the body remains just as intoxicated even if the person feels more awake. This can lead to dangerous situations where someone believes they are fit to drive or make important decisions when they are not. Both coffee and alcohol affect the liver in different ways. Moderate coffee consumption has been linked to some liver health benefits, but when combined with alcohol, the risks outweigh the advantages. The liver is responsible for breaking down both caffeine and alcohol, and processing them together increases the strain on this vital organ. Alcohol is known to cause liver inflammation and damage over time, leading to conditions such as fatty liver disease, cirrhosis, and liver failure. The added stress of metabolizing caffeine alongside alcohol can accelerate liver deterioration, especially for those who drink frequently. There have been real-life cases illustrating these risks. A bartender in his early 30s developed severe liver inflammation after years of consuming espresso-based cocktails regularly during late-night shifts. He believed that the caffeine would help him stay alert while drinking, but over time, he began experiencing chronic fatigue, nausea, and liver pain. A medical examination revealed early signs of liver disease, and his doctor warned him that continuing this habit could lead to irreversible damage. To protect your health, it is important to be mindful of how you consume coffee and alcohol. If you drink alcohol, avoid using coffee to counteract its effects, as this can lead to unintentional overconsumption. Drinking water and eating food can help slow alcohol absorption and reduce intoxication. Choosing non-caffeinated alternatives after drinking, such as herbal tea or simply resting, allows your body to process alcohol naturally without added stress. Recognizing the potential dangers of mixing these two beverages can help prevent long-term health complications and promote safer drinking habits. The hidden dangers of pairing coffee with baked goods. Coffee and baked goods, such as pastries, muffins, and donuts, are a classic breakfast combination for many people. Whether grabbing a coffee and croissant on the way to work or enjoying a sweet pastry with an afternoon espresso, this pairing is widely loved. However, what seems like a comforting and delicious habit can have negative effects on your health. The combination of caffeine and refined sugars from baked goods can lead to rapid blood sugar spikes and crashes, contributing to energy fluctuations, weight gain, and even long-term metabolic disorders. Baked goods are typically made with refined flour and processed sugars, which digest quickly and cause a sharp increase in blood sugar levels. At the same time, coffee, especially when consumed on an empty stomach, triggers the release of cortisol, a stress hormone that can further disrupt blood sugar regulation. This combination leads to a temporary surge in energy, followed by a rapid drop, making you feel sluggish, irritable, and craving more sugar or caffeine to regain energy. Over time, this cycle can contribute to insulin resistance, increasing the risk of type 2 diabetes. Another significant concern is weight gain. When blood sugar spikes frequently, the body releases more insulin to process the excess glucose. High insulin levels encourage fat storage, particularly around the abdomen. Additionally, the stimulating effects of caffeine can temporarily suppress appetite, leading people to skip balanced meals and rely on quick, sugary snacks. However, once the caffeine wears off, hunger often returns with stronger cravings, resulting in overeating later in the day. This pattern can make weight management more difficult and contribute to unhealthy eating habits. The long-term metabolic effects of regularly pairing coffee with sugary pastries should not be overlooked. Over time, frequent consumption of refined sugars and caffeine can increase the risk of developing metabolic syndrome, a cluster of conditions that includes high blood sugar, excess body fat, and abnormal cholesterol levels. These factors elevate the risk of heart disease, stroke, and other chronic health issues. While coffee itself has been linked to certain health benefits, those benefits can be diminished when it is frequently consumed alongside unhealthy, high-sugar foods. A real-life example illustrates these risks. A 35-year-old lawyer developed prediabetes after years of relying on coffee and pastries for breakfast. Due to long work hours and a busy schedule, he often skipped meals, only to grab a sugary treat with his morning coffee. Over time, he started experiencing constant fatigue, cravings for sweets, and unexpected weight gain. A routine health check revealed high blood sugar levels, prompting his doctor to warn him about his dietary habits. To avoid these health pitfalls, consider healthier alternatives. Instead of pairing coffee with refined pastries, opt for whole grain toast with nut butter, a protein-rich breakfast, or unsweetened yogurt with fresh fruit. These choices provide sustained energy without the rapid sugar spikes and crash. Being mindful of what you eat with your coffee can help maintain stable energy levels, prevent metabolic issues, and support overall well-being. The hidden dangers of pairing coffee with dried fruits. Dried fruits are often considered a healthy snack, packed with fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants. Many people enjoy pairing them with coffee, thinking they are making a nutritious choice. However, this seemingly harmless combination can have unintended health consequences, particularly when it comes to blood sugar regulation and insulin sensitivity. Dried fruits, such as raisins, dates, and apricots, have a much higher sugar concentration than their fresh counterparts due to the dehydration process. This means they cause a rapid spike in blood sugar levels when consumed. At the same time, coffee, especially when consumed on an empty stomach, triggers the release of stress hormones like cortisol, which can further impact glucose metabolism. When these two are consumed together, the body experiences a double effect: an excessive surge of glucose into the bloodstream and an overstimulated pancreas working overtime to release insulin. Over time, this can contribute to insulin resistance, increasing the risk of prediabetes and type 2 diabetes. One of the main concerns with insulin resistance is that the body gradually loses its ability to regulate blood sugar effectively. The pancreas needs to produce more and more insulin to keep glucose levels stable, but eventually, it becomes less efficient, leading to high blood sugar levels. People who frequently consume dried fruits with coffee may unknowingly be putting themselves at risk for metabolic disorders, especially if they already have a family history of diabetes or lead a sedentary lifestyle. Another issue is the energy crash that follows. The rapid blood sugar spike from dried fruits leads to a sudden drop after insulin is released. This can leave you feeling sluggish, tired, and craving more sugar or caffeine to regain energy, creating a cycle of dependency on quick energy foods and stimulants. Over time, this cycle can lead to weight gain, increased fat storage, and an overall decline in metabolic health. A real-life case highlights these risks. A 40-year-old accountant, known for his long work hours and stressful job, had a habit of snacking on dried fruits with his afternoon coffee to stay alert. Over the years, he noticed increasing fatigue, frequent hunger, and difficulty maintaining a healthy weight. A routine health check revealed that he had prediabetes, a condition that, if left unmanaged, could develop into type 2 diabetes. His doctor advised him to cut back on high-sugar foods and monitor his caffeine intake to help stabilize his blood sugar levels. To avoid these risks, it's important to be mindful of what you consume with your coffee. Instead of dried fruits, opt for fresh fruits like berries, which have a lower glycemic impact and provide natural sweetness without excessive sugar. Pairing coffee with protein-rich foods, such as nuts or Greek yogurt, can also help slow down glucose absorption and maintain stable energy levels throughout the day. Making these small dietary adjustments can go a long way in protecting your metabolic health and preventing long-term complications. The hidden dangers of pairing coffee with fatty foods. Many people enjoy coffee alongside fatty foods such as bacon, fried eggs, buttery croissants, or fast food breakfasts. While this combination may be satisfying and indulgent, it can negatively impact digestion, heart health, and metabolism. The contrasting effects of saturated fats and caffeine on the digestive system can create confusion for the body, leading to long-term health issues. Fatty foods, particularly those high in saturated fats, take longer to digest because they require more bile and enzymes for breakdown. On the other hand, coffee is a natural stimulant that speeds up digestion by increasing gastric acid production and gut motility. When consumed together, these opposing effects send mixed signals to the digestive system. While the stomach works slowly to process the fats, the caffeine rushes digestion, sometimes leading to bloating, acid reflux, or discomfort. Over time, This stress on the digestive tract can contribute to conditions such as gastritis or irritable bowel syndrome (IBS). Another major concern is the impact on heart health. Saturated fats are known to increase LDL bad cholesterol levels, which contribute to plaque buildup in arteries. High cholesterol is a significant risk factor for heart disease, stroke, and high blood pressure. While coffee itself has been shown to have some protective effects against heart disease, pairing it with high-fat foods can negate those benefits. Some studies suggest that caffeine may even temporarily raise blood pressure, adding extra strain on the cardiovascular system when combined with an unhealthy diet. Long-term consumption of fatty foods with coffee can also disrupt metabolism. Saturated fats can make insulin less effective, increasing the risk of insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. Additionally, high-fat meals tend to be calorie-dense, leading to weight gain when consumed regularly. Since caffeine can suppress appetite temporarily, some people skip balanced meals and rely on high-fat snacks, which can worsen nutritional imbalances and slow metabolism over time. A real-life case highlights these dangers. A 45-year-old mechanic had a habit of drinking coffee with a high-fat breakfast, bacon, eggs, and buttery toast every morning before work. Over time, he began experiencing frequent heartburn, sluggish digestion, and weight gain. A medical checkup revealed that his cholesterol levels were dangerously high, putting him at risk for heart disease. His doctor advised him to reduce saturated fat intake and choose healthier breakfast options. To protect your digestive and heart health, consider pairing coffee with healthier foods. Instead of bacon and fried foods, opt for lean proteins like eggs with vegetables, whole grain toast, or nuts. Avocados provide healthy fats that are easier to digest and support heart health. If you experience digestive discomfort after consuming coffee with fatty foods, try adjusting your diet to include more fiber and plant-based fats. Making mindful choices can help prevent metabolic and cardiovascular complications while allowing you to continue enjoying your coffee. The hidden dangers of pairing coffee with chocolate. Many people love the combination of coffee and chocolate, whether in a mocha, a chocolate croissant with a morning espresso, or simply as an afternoon pick-me-up. Both coffee and chocolate contain natural stimulants that enhance alertness and mood. However, consuming them together can overstimulate the nervous system, leading to unwanted health effects such as heart palpitations, anxiety, and high blood pressure. Both coffee and chocolate contain caffeine and theobromine, two compounds that stimulate the central nervous system. While caffeine is well known for increasing alertness and temporarily reducing fatigue, theobromine found in cocoa also has stimulating effects, though milder than caffeine. When consumed separately in moderation, these substances can provide a boost of energy. However, when taken together, they can lead to overstimulation of the nervous system. For people who are sensitive to caffeine, this combination can cause jitters, restlessness, and difficulty concentrating. Since theobromine also affects the heart, consuming high amounts through coffee and chocolate may lead to irregular heartbeats, palpitations, and increased heart rate. Over time, frequent overstimulation of the heart can contribute to hypertension and cardiovascular issues. While coffee and chocolate can elevate mood temporarily by increasing dopamine and serotonin levels, excessive consumption may trigger anxiety and panic attacks in certain individuals. Caffeine increases the production of stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, which can make people feel tense, nervous, or overly alert. Those who are prone to anxiety or have a history of panic disorders may find that consuming coffee and chocolate together exacerbates their symptoms. Theobromine, despite being milder than caffeine, can also lead to irritability, sleep disturbances, and nervousness when consumed in large amounts. This is particularly concerning for those who drink coffee with chocolate in the evening, as it can disrupt sleep patterns and lead to insomnia or restless sleep. A 29-year-old marketing executive developed frequent heart palpitations and anxiety attacks after regularly drinking mochas and eating chocolate bars as an afternoon snack. Over time, she noticed that her heart would race unexpectedly, and she often felt on edge. A medical checkup revealed that her blood pressure had increased, and her doctor advised her to reduce her caffeine and theobromine intake. Once she limited her consumption of coffee and chocolate, her symptoms improved significantly. To avoid these risks, consider reducing the amount of chocolate consumed with coffee or opting for lower caffeine alternatives such as white chocolate or carob-based products. If you are sensitive to caffeine, switching to decaffeinated coffee or herbal tea can help reduce overstimulation. Pairing coffee with nutrient-dense foods like nuts or whole grains instead of chocolate can also help maintain stable energy levels without excessive nervous system activation. Making small changes to your diet can improve both heart health and overall well-being while still allowing you to enjoy your favorite beverages in moderation. The hidden dangers of pairing coffee with fast food. Fast food and coffee are a common combination, often consumed for convenience and a quick energy boost. Many people grab a coffee with a breakfast sandwich, burger, or fried snack, believing it will keep them energized. However, this pairing can negatively impact digestion, metabolism, and long-term health. The high-fat, refined carbohydrate, and sodium content in fast food conflicts with the metabolism-boosting effects of coffee, leading to sugar crash, metabolic imbalances, and increased health risks. Fast food is typically loaded with unhealthy fats, including trans fats and saturated fats, which slow digestion. These fats require more effort for the stomach to break down, leading to sluggish digestion and bloating. Meanwhile, coffee acts as a stimulant, increasing metabolism and speeding up digestive processes. This conflicting interaction sends mixed signals to the body, potentially causing digestive discomfort, acid reflux, or irregular bowel movements. Another major issue with combining coffee and fast food is the effect on blood sugar levels. Fast food meals often contain refined carbohydrates, such as white bread, fries, and sugary sauces, which cause a rapid spike in blood sugar. Coffee, when consumed alongside these foods, can temporarily suppress appetite, preventing proper meal regulation. However, as the effects of caffeine wear off, a sudden sugar crash occurs, leaving the person feeling drained, irritable, and craving more sugar or caffeine to regain energy. Over time, this cycle can contribute to insulin resistance and increase the risk of type 2 diabetes. The high sodium content in fast food also poses a risk. Excessive salt intake leads to water retention and increased blood pressure. Coffee, being a diuretic, promotes fluid loss, which can further dehydrate the body and create an electrolyte imbalance. This combination may contribute to cardiovascular strain, headaches, and long-term risks like hypertension. Additionally, research suggests that high-fat and high-carb meals can reduce the body's insulin sensitivity, making it harder to regulate glucose levels effectively. A real-life case illustrates these dangers. A 38-year-old delivery driver who frequently consumed coffee with fast food due to a hectic schedule developed chronic fatigue and unpredictable energy levels. Over time, he experienced frequent sugar crashes, digestive discomfort, and unexplained weight gain. A medical checkup revealed signs of insulin resistance and high cholesterol. After adjusting his diet by reducing fast food intake and opting for balanced meals with his coffee, his symptoms significantly improved. To avoid these health pitfalls, consider making healthier choices when consuming coffee. Instead of pairing it with fast food, opt for whole grain sandwiches, salads with lean protein, or homemade meals with balanced nutrients. If fast food is unavoidable, choosing grilled options over fried, reducing added sugars, and drinking water alongside coffee can help minimize negative effects. Making mindful adjustments to your diet can help maintain stable energy levels, support metabolic health, and prevent long-term complications. The hidden dangers of pairing coffee with milk. Many people enjoy adding milk to their coffee, whether as a splash in their morning brew or as a key ingredient in lattes and cappuccinos. While this combination is popular, not everyone's body reacts well to dairy. For some individuals, consuming milk with coffee can lead to bloating, digestive discomfort, and inflammation. Understanding how dairy affects digestion and considering plant-based alternatives can help improve gut health and overall well-being. One of the main concerns with drinking coffee with milk is that many people are lactose intolerant without realizing it. Lactose, the sugar found in milk, requires the enzyme lactase to be properly digested. However, a significant percentage of adults produce less lactase as they age, making it difficult for their bodies to break down lactose efficiently. This can lead to symptoms such as bloating, stomach cramps, gas, and diarrhea after consuming dairy. When combined with coffee, which already stimulates digestion and increases stomach acid production, these effects may become more pronounced. Beyond lactose intolerance, dairy can contribute to inflammation in some individuals. Research suggests that certain proteins in milk, such as casein, may trigger mild to moderate inflammatory responses, particularly in people who have dairy sensitivities or underlying digestive conditions like irritable bowel syndrome (IBS). Chronic inflammation in the gut can disrupt digestion, weaken the immune system, and contribute to long-term health problems. Since coffee itself can be acidic and slightly irritating to the stomach lining, adding dairy to it may worsen digestive discomfort for those prone to gut issues. Another issue with coffee and milk is how it affects nutrient absorption. Some studies indicate that calcium in milk may interfere with the body's ability to absorb certain antioxidants from coffee. Coffee is known for its rich polyphenol content, which provides health benefits such as reduced inflammation and improved brain function. However, when coffee is combined with large amounts of milk, the proteins in dairy can bind to these beneficial compounds, potentially reducing their bioavailability. While this doesn't mean drinking coffee with milk is harmful for everyone, those looking to maximize the health benefits of their coffee may want to reconsider their milk choices. A real-life example illustrates these issues. A 34-year-old teacher developed frequent bloating and digestive discomfort after years of drinking lattes every morning. Initially dismissing it as stress-related, she later realized that her symptoms worsened after consuming dairy-based coffee drinks. Upon switching to almond milk, she noticed a significant reduction in bloating and felt more energized throughout the day. For those experiencing digestive discomfort from dairy, plant-based milk alternatives offer a great solution. Options like almond milk, oat milk, and soy milk are naturally lactose-free and can be easier on the digestive system. Many of these alternatives are also fortified with essential nutrients such as calcium and vitamin D, making them a nutritious substitute. Choosing the right milk alternative allows people to continue enjoying their coffee without the negative effects associated with dairy. Being mindful of how your body reacts to coffee with milk can help you make better dietary choices. If you experience bloating or discomfort, experimenting with dairy-free alternatives may lead to improved digestion and overall health. Conclusion: enjoy coffee wisely for better health. Coffee is a beloved beverage enjoyed by millions worldwide, offering energy, focus, and even certain health benefits. However, what you pair with your coffee can significantly impact your overall well-being. While coffee itself can be a part of a healthy diet, combining it with the wrong foods such as sugary pastries, fast food, or dairy for those with sensitivities can lead to digestive discomfort, blood sugar imbalances, and long-term metabolic issues. The key to enjoying coffee without negative side effects is making mindful choices about what you consume alongside it. Instead of pairing coffee with foods high in refined sugars, unhealthy fats, or excessive caffeine, opt for nutrient-dense alternatives. Whole foods like nuts, fresh fruit, whole grain toast, and plant-based milk can help stabilize blood sugar, improve digestion, and support heart health. Listening to your body is essential. If certain combinations make you feel sluggish, bloated, or anxious, adjusting your diet can make a big difference. Small changes, such as choosing unsweetened alternatives or avoiding highly processed foods, can enhance your coffee experience without compromising your health. By making thoughtful dietary choices, you can continue to enjoy your coffee while maintaining steady energy levels, supporting digestive health, and protecting your heart. Coffee can still be a part of a healthy lifestyle if paired wisely. Make smart food choices to maintain energy, support digestion, and protect heart health. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more valuable insights.